The other day I pulled in home from work and pulled on my parking brake, and about halfway through my parking brake started to go up, and then right here it just went like that, snapped. So now, as you can see, there's no resistance whatsoever. This aftermarket shifting knob, underneath this rubber thing, there's an Allen thing that holds it on. This, on the other hand, over here, the shifting knob to get this off, I decided not to, so I'm going to try to just lift it up. What happened is the lever on the back here broke. This console, it's held on by 4 bolts. There's one there in the front, and then one on the opposite side. And then over here, there's another one back there. Once you got all 4 of those, one here, one on the other side, you can actually just lift this up like this to get to the brake assembly. What broke was this cable right here. This cable runs around the pulley, tensioner pulley, and that pulls these 2 levers. And these 2 levers pull your parking brake. I could find these cables pretty frequently, 15 to 25 bucks. But finding just this cable with the little nub on it in this assembly, I couldn't. So what I had to do is I had to buy an entire new assembly. So today, we're gonna take this assembly off with a little help from my wife recording, and we'll take that brake unit out and replace it with another one. We got a 13mm wrench to take off these bolts right here. To do that, just gotta loosen them up. Lots of sharp metal down here, so be cautious. I know it's a little dirty in here, but it's a Jeep, and we use it. We use our Jeep frequently. The brake assembly is held on by 4 of these right here. It takes 13mm socket to get them off, and then, as you can see, the whole assembly should pretty much come out. Once you got it off, you're going to have to pull off part of that wiring harness that's attached to it. Pretty easy task. You just got to pull it out right there. So it's a little lever. You push it. Push this button right here, and there you go. And now, pull out your old assembly. That's the problem. I have to replace this whole unit in order to fix the cable. Should always keep a knife in your roll bar. Our new assembly with the new brake line. Now here's a new assembly. This mechanism is holding tension on the spring. Do not take this off until you have the brake assembly mounted and the hookups on there. Yes, I imagine somebody could make it. It would be really nice if somebody would just make a replacement wire for that, because really it looks like it would be pretty easy. If you can find just this piece of wire on here, post a comment below. Let's go ahead and put it in. This is what you do. You come down here, you put the assembly on there, you take the old assembly, it just slips right off the front of that. That's the old wire that's broken. You put the new assembly over here, tilt it a little bit, and what's going to happen is you tilt it, it's going to latch those in just like that. So you can see it's already down. If you notice on the front of the old brake right here, it's got a bigger spot than on the back. That means the bigger ones go to the front, the smaller ones go to the back. We'll go with the deep well on the front just to make it a little bit easier. plenty tight. So that brake assembly's on. Wonderful time fitting it on. So you lift it up before you take the spring off. And with that, we can double check your assembly down here. Double check this assembly. Everything feels kind of nice. The brake is up. Gonna lower this back down on there. Make sure everything's lined up. I'm putting the brake down and I'm pulling the pin. Pin's out. Don't need that. Now, I got to brake again. Then all we got to do is I got to put this back in because this fell out a long time ago, and then put my 4 bolts on. These are the last 4 that you're putting on. They hold the shroud that goes around the brake assembly. Get your T27 Torx head out that you used to take off these bolts, and let's put them back on. Then our brake assembly is done. Slide them right in. So we're going to move that seat forward. Just snug that up. Don't snug it up tight. Just snug it up right. I'm sure that those bolts and their mounting brackets aren't made for a whole lot of foot-pounds. Now all the brake assembly's back on. My parking brake's back to working. And we're ready to go out 4-wheeling. Yep. If your parking brake breaks, this cable, you're probably going to have to replace this part. You can order it on Amazon. The link is below. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and thank you for all of our subscribers. We'll see you next time on Florida Jeep Rides 1995 Wrangler, which is right over there. And we're going out wheeling today. See you later.